What do you have to say about your interaction with Salman sir?
I took all his feedback as very positive.
The only moments when we saw you losing cool were when Rakhi came in.
ऐसा है, वैसा है, ये पति पत्नी ये हैं, वो हैं. So it becomes like, I'm not designed to listen to all that.
Your journey with Rubina inside, because when all these reports came out that maybe you guys had certain differences.
Everywhere you go, it's like now even when I go for a jog on the street, people come like, hey Abhinav, hey, congratulations for Rubina. Like she's won it. And I was more happy than she was. A lot of people watch it from all walks of life, in India, in Bangladesh, in Pakistan, in the States, in Canada. So I'd never seen such a response in my life.
Abhinav, welcome back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
How has life changed since the last time we spoke?
I'm 10 kgs lighter.
Yes, I can see that.
And I'm a little more smarter at dealing with issues. And I'm, more enlightened. I've become a little more wise. And yeah, rest is just the same.
People were rather amused by your entire Zen-like temperament that no matter what happened, you used to remain cool and composed, and you got along with most people. I'm talking about the beginning part for quite a few times, quite a few months as well.
Yes.
That was something admirable, because in that house, anyone can get edgy and irritated. So how did you manage to do those portions initially?
Well, firstly, by nature, I'm not a nosy guy. I'm, I stay away from troubles, especially the ones which you can avoid just by using pure common sense. So I stay away from that. But yes, I was a big misfit initially because, that's exactly what the house is all about. You have to discuss issues at hand. You have to, poke your nose into it and, solve issues. So initially when I went, I was just like, thinking to myself, what is happening? Why is this happening? Why are these guys like, creating a big fuss over such an issue, which is like pure common sense. We can solve it. But then I started realizing that, not everybody is the same. People are different. People have different, logic. And that's when I started getting involved in it. And I knew I'm a problem solver. So, my whole intention of getting into the issues was just pure problem solving. So yeah. So when you're a problem solver, of course, you're not an aggressor. You just try to solve issues which people have. Then, I think you come across as like, you are calm and, composed. But yes, I had my fair shares of like argument with people.
Initially, the opinion was that a lot of people, they are deliberately trying to get into situations and arguments so that they can get more footage. But that did not bother you.
Absolutely not.
There were several times when you were provoked as well that we are not seeing enough of Abhinav. We're not seeing more entertainment from you as well. But still, you remain your calm self. How important was it for you to not lose out on yourself in a way, maybe your dignity? How important was it for you?
It was very important because, I was very honest with one thing, that it's a reality show. You have to be real. So whatever feedback I got, whatever people try to insinuate or people try to say like, oh, dikhte nahi ho, tum aise ho, tum chup rehte ho. I never ever budged under any sort of pressure. I exactly knew what I was doing, and that's what you call confidence. That this is me, this is how I'm going to be. Take it or leave it. So if the audience thinks I'm like, I'm boring, they're not getting, they're not learning or they're not getting entertained from me, they'll throw me out. It's simple. And I always say, for a soldier to function as a soldier, he has to convince himself that he's already dead. That's when he starts working as a real soldier, because the fear of death goes away. So that's exactly what happened with me in Bigg Boss house. I knew this is me. This is how I'm going to be, no matter what sort of feedback pressure is created on me. To dik nahi raha from the fellow contestants, I'm not going to budge. It is like take it or leave it. And that's exactly what happened. If you see my graph, it just from being a person who was like, not too nosy, who used to do his own thing. to a point where I actually got involved in almost all issues of the house because I thought I'm required there as a problem solver. So that was real. That's pure, that's honesty towards the show that I'm going to be real. And that's what audience really liked. And that's why I stayed so long. And at the end of the day, it wasn't the audience who, voted me out. So I was doing good.
No, of course. And what do you have to say about your interaction with Salman, sir? Were you happy with his opinions about you? Did you have certain reservations?
See, he's not there as a contestant. So the idea of, arguing with him is out of question. He's there to tell us how it's looking. Because, when you're a contestant, you're inside the house. You have no clue how the episodes are looking, what kind of, how the whole thing is looking to the outside world. So he is just a little small window of, who tells us how, things are looking. So he keeps a check on us. If he thinks that we might go wrong in a certain way, he keeps a check. So I took all his feedback as very positive, and I knew what to pick from that feedback. And yes, of course, when he scolds you, your morale goes down, but it takes 2 days to recover from it, and you just like back on the track. So for me, all his feedback really helped me.
The only moments when we saw you losing cool were when Rakhi came in. Were you uncomfortable with the way the situation was becoming?
Absolutely, yes. I'm not designed to listen to, certain kind of words non-stop 24/7. From the morning you wake up till the time you go to sleep, there's constantly, she's talking about, aisa hai, vaisa hai, ye pati patni, ye hai, wo hai. So it becomes like, I'm not designed to listen to all that. So, the breaking point had to come, and it came. And I knew it's going to come. I tried avoiding her really, I really tried. But that's where, my patience ran out. And anybody will run out of patience.
Of course. All right. Okay. And once you came out, have you spoken to her?
No.
Okay. And if at all she comes in front of you, maybe at an event or something, how will you respond?
Yeah, sure. Like it's namaste. That's it.
That's about it. All right. Okay. And how do you look at your journey with Rubina inside? Because when all these reports came out that maybe you guys had certain differences, and once you went inside the house, that's when you really understood each other better.
I think that was naturally going to happen because, I told Rubina jokingly that, when we go inside the house, you'll see such big fights that all our little, fights here and there will look very small in front of them. And it'll be a natural tendency to watch each other's back. And that's exactly what happened. And, day by day, I was getting more patient with her. And, the bond was getting stronger. And we both got to know, what we lacked. So I think that's the biggest learning. And that's what made us, come out stronger than how we went inside.
It has been observed that he stood by you like a rock. Even I think when Salman sir addressed you as Saman, she got really upset. And so it seemed that more than being a competitor in the game, for her, her commitment towards you, maybe it mattered more to her. Like she has her own individuality, but her commitment towards you maybe mattered more than being the winner of the Bigg Boss house. What does that tell you about Rubina?
That, family is all you have. And she stood her ground. So that's like she's very courageous. And she has inner strength. So yeah, that's what it tells me about her. And if I would have, it would have been the other way around, I would have done the same.
No, I think you did. You were extremely happy when she actually won. What was going through your mind when she actually won? A lot of money coming to home, or the fact that she's actually made a big difference all across the world?
So she has become even I realized one thing after doing Bigg Boss that, a lot of people watch it from all walks of life. In India, in Bangladesh, in Pakistan, in the States, in Canada. So I'd never seen such a response in my life. Like I've done a lot of work, but I've never gotten so much of response. So for me, it was overwhelming. And she is everywhere you go, it's like now, even when I go for a jog on the street, People come like, hey, Abhinav, hey, congratulations for Rubina. So she has become a household name, and
So have
it's
you. So have you.
yes, I have too, but yeah, the
So
winner
have
takes
you.
it all, like this say. So the appreciation and the congratulations and the kind of like love we are getting from people is phenomenal. Like it's
Right.
too much to handle.
All right. And you guys were also adjudged as the best couple,
Yes,
best Jodi as well. So how sweet was that?
it is because how we came in inside the house, like with our differences, and we sailed through all that. And the number of times I have rescued her from situations which she doesn't even know about. And it's like it's it was. I think if they wouldn't have judged us the best couple, it would have been slightly. I would have been slightly disheartened.
अभी क्या होता है कि that दुनिया बड़ी बेरहम है.
Hmm.
All right. And हम लोग जितना हमें लगता है कि जितने हम मजबूत हैं, शायद शायद हम लोग उतने मजबूत होते नहीं हैं. Because अब जैसे आप you guys are in so much of public gaze, and the way people have opinions, and people don't realize at times before speaking, but they end up saying certain things and all that. And वो एक कहीं कहीं कोई बात चुप सकती है, कहीं कहीं कोई एक certain चीजें बुरा लग सकता है. Certain things tend to happen unintentionally, certain things tend to happen intentionally. Now, considering you guys have discovered this bond for each other, personally, I really like the way you guys blended together. It was more than being competitive towards winning the crown.
Yes,
which is very nice. Which is I think that's something which is very respectable. How are you guys planning to cope with these sort of pressures? That she has won it. He is so good looking, and there are women swooning on her. So दोनों तरफ से मतलब अलग अलग तरीके के प्रेशर्स होते हैं. तो आप लोग कैसे प्लान कर रहे हैं उन प्रेशर्स को डील करने के लिए?
see, the thing is that when two people are secure about, they're clear in the head. For example, let's say my goals are like different than her goals, and when you're confident about achieving those goals, nothing deters you. So when somebody appreciates her, or the other way around, we just feel proud because we say, wow, we have different goals, and we are getting a lot of admiration. And it boosts your confidence, in fact. So I don't know how to explain it, but like she's won it, and I was more happy than she was, because her winning was a reply to a lot of people. It was that moment. Whoever tried to pull her down, whoever tried to say bad things to her, that winning was a reply in itself. You don't need to reply to anyone. So for me, when she won, it was her journey which she has done so fabulously, and she has stood her ground. It was her inner strength, and it was a reply to all those people who were trying to pull her down. So I was so happy when she won. And I think it's the other way around as well. Like, whenever like I get appreciated, she's proud of the fact.
Okay. And now, what is your game plan like professionally? When we last spoke, you told me about the certain films that you've done, certain work that you've done, which has been appreciated, but maybe you would have wanted better sort of launch and promotions and other things. Now, I think that will be a given, that will come naturally. So what sort of plans are you having? What sort of offers are you getting?
See, honestly, there's no plan as such. The plan is to streamline the lot of work calls and the other calls which are coming our way. So that's the only plan, to streamline it. And work is work. I always say work is work. So whether it's television, films, or web, for me it's work. And I love cinema. I love being in front of the camera and behind it as well. That will continue. I am getting offers for like projects, so which once they finalize, I'll be able to speak about them. And also, of course, along with it, side by side, I have this love for cinema, which I want to create, which also I'm working on simultaneously. So I'm getting busy. I'm getting a lot busier each day.
All right. So this 10 kgs that you have lost, like, so did it entirely happen in the Bigg Boss house? Some of it happened once you came out.
No, so I was
incredibly glad to hear.
I lost a lot of weight initially in Bigg Boss because you are on a regimentation program. You have fixed time to eat, and you have only specific things to eat, and sometimes the food was rushed, and then the tasks are heavy. So I lost a good amount of weight, but I think I've gained like few kgs back, and now I need to stop it there only.
What sort of workout regimen do you have?
So as of now, I'm just doing sprints and incline sprints and running. But I need to get back to my MMA and gym very soon because I'm feeling that urge to do it. But as of now, I'm just running, like jogging and sprinting.